Moving on to short film animated, we have Burrow, Genus Loki. It's French. If Anything Happens, I Love You, Opera, and Yes People. I think this is If Anything Happens, I Love You all day. It's a film about two parents and them struggling with their grief over the loss of their daughter during a school shooting, and it's really touching. There's a part in the film when you kind of know what's happening, but then the big kind of reveal happens, and we figure out what happened to the daughter, and you're just kind of like sitting there in silence, like, oh shit. So I think If Anything Happens, I Love You is the winner here. If there is a runner-up, I would probably pick Burrow. The only one I haven't seen is Opera. I'd love to see Opera. I think Opera's great from what I've seen of it. I haven't seen the whole film. But I think this is If Anything Happens, I Love You. Short film live action. So this is one that I'm going to change my previous pick from earlier this week, or last week. Originally, I had Feeling Through, which is about the deaf-blind man in his meeting. He meets a homeless teenager one night in the city, and that was my original pick, but I didn't feel great about it. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to switch to Two Distant Strangers, which is the film. It has Joey Badass, and it's basically a Groundhog Day, but every time he leaves this girl's apartment to go home, he gets shot by a white police officer. Every single time, no matter what he does differently. I didn't love the film. It was very poorly written, I felt. The performances weren't great, but it is powerful. It's very relevant to current states in the U.S. I think that's my pick, unfortunately. Next, we have documentary feature. The nominees. I didn't even list my nominees for short film live action. My bad. Moving on to documentary feature, we have Collective, Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, My Octopus Teacher, and Time. I think My Octopus Teacher is taking this. It's the most different documentary in the bunch, which very often is the documentary or something in these categories that kind of sticks out and sets itself apart from the other nominees for voters. Time was the original lead in this category for months, but I think My Octopus Teacher has just, it has all the momentum on its side. That's my pick. Documentary short subject, the nominees are Colette, A Concerto is a Conversation, Do Not Split, Hunger Ward, and Love Song for Latasha. I was originally pretty split between A Love Song for Latasha and A Concerto is a Conversation. I did pick A Love Song is for Latasha last week, and I'm going to stick with that. But I don't love this pick. I think A Concerto is a Conversation has a really good shot at sneaking in and taking it. And I actually preferred A Concerto as a Conversation as a documentary short. But I'm sticking with Love Song for Latasha for now.